Aaron, what's happening, my brother?
Adam?
Yeah.
Question for you. This Pacquiao thing, it's driving me crazy, you know, with Mayweather and whatnot. When are we going to see these two guys fight?
You know, I think, you know, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a rich guy, and he's a smart guy, and I think he's building it up. I mean, you know, we're in a very... we need it now, we need it tomorrow, kind of instant gratification sort of society. But the reality is foreplay does make the sex much better. And, you know, letting Pacquiao sort of pad his record, and I don't mean pad his record, but get more wins, the idea that Floyd Mayweather's undefeated. I mean, they could have had this fight 2 years ago and we would have forgotten about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be the biggest fight. It'll be the biggest fight of the decade if, and I'm sure when it happens, you know, probably sometime over the summer.
I know, but I mean, paying $50 just to hear Jim Lampley say bang, 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 to, you know, I mean, it's one of these things that, you know, watching that fight, it's just one of the, you just thirst for Mayweather. Like, you know, I understand all this, like, drug probing and Olympic-style testing, but, you know, somebody's got to man up and say, you know what, let's get this fight going.
Yeah, it is one of these things for people that don't know how it works. Well, there's a great... yeah, Lampley was sitting there with the Pacquiao fight, and he was like, and there's Pacquiao, center of the ring, doing what he does best. Bang, right hook, bang, left to the body, bang, bang, bang. It's like, I started to get a boner, but then I felt bad. It was weird. It's like Lampley kind of lost it a little bit with his bang, bang, bangs. He was getting way too fired up.
I know. I mean, that was the highlight of the whole fight. I mean, that's and nobody's talking about Claudia hanging in. Everybody's talking about Jim Lampley banging, you know?
Yeah. So the deal with, and they kind of glossed over it in the 24/7, but the deal with the Manny Pacquiao thing, and it's a cultural thing. We don't realize how sort of quietly racist we all are, because Pacquiao doesn't believe, he says he doesn't give blood the month of a fight or a week before the fight because somehow it's going to weaken him and what have you. And I got to tell you, if that was a white fighter and probably even a black fighter, if the black fighter was from Atlanta or somewhere like that, someone would go, what the fuck are you talking about? Give your drop of blood. It's not going to make a difference, you know. But because he's from the Philippines and because he's, you know, praying to chicken bones and stuff like that, everyone's kind of like, well, you got to respect him for his belief system. No, you don't. He's a fucking idiot. Of course. Give your stupid... Look, if you're not juicing, it's like, who doesn't take a lie detector test who's not lying? You know what I mean? Hey, I accuse you of killing your wife. I didn't kill my wife. Good, take a lie detector test. No, thank you. Submit a DNA sample. No, let me talk to my lawyer. Really? If you didn't kill your wife, aren't you in a hurry? You'd hook me up to the lie detector, shoot me up with sodium pentothal, and you would be swabbing the inside of my cheek as we were doing it. Because if I didn't actually do it, I would want you to know I didn't actually do it. So if he's not actually juicing, and maybe he's not actually juicing, then give him the fucking thimble of blood that they need to test so they can clear you for this fight. His whole thing is he just doesn't want to do it the month of. What's his story?
I know. I mean, I read that he said the whole day before thing, which I could see that a little bit. But I mean, he's got to do this. And I get Mayweather, you know, he won't agree to it. I know, and it's funny because seeing somebody advocate, like, you know, like he's all about U.S. testing and whatever organization, USADA, whatever they call it, you would think this guy's like a pioneer for the U.S. drug testing thing. I mean, I get what he's saying, but he's got to, you know, it's one of those things that meet halfway. I mean, we got to get this fight. I mean, It's one of the things that. I mean, at the Klitschko, I mean, the highlight of boxing last week was Klitschko fighting some guy in the mountains of Germany, who knows where, and obviously Klitschko dominated. It's like boxing has become such a sport now that, I mean, you're excited when Klitschko fights.
I know. This is the only fight that's this fight literally. You know, if these two cats don't get together, and by the way, not only get together, but get together for a trilogy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mayweather wins a close one, in August, and they get together again in December for another one, and they do a rubber match, just like, Bo and Holyfield and, Frazier and Ali and all the rest of the great trilogies. Point is they need to get together. They're not getting any younger, and somebody has to tell Pacquiao, has to tell Pac-Man, that just a hummingbird's beak worth of your blood the day before the fight doesn't make a difference. I guess he did it once and felt like he didn't fight well, but it's more just, if this was a white guy, if this was Dwayne Bobbitt, someone would say, shut the fuck up, you idiot, and give him the fucking blood. What are you talking about? There's zero science to support what you're doing. And by the way, the last guy you fought before Clottey drank his own whiz.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That didn't help. The guy literally drank his own pee. It's horrible.
I know. Another thing too is that I didn't realize this when Mayweather signed up for that Mosley fight, but there's a rematch clause in there, so we might not even see if Mayweather loses this fight, which who knows. He's going to have to go. He has a rematch clause that could be activated right after the match and fight 6 months later.
Yeah.
So we might not even see this fight until 2012, if at all.
Yeah, and who knows? I don't know. I don't actually know if anyone knows how old Pacquiao is or Mayweather is. I know how old his dad is, boy. God, or his uncle. That's a crazy family. All right, thanks.
Political alliances here now, too. He's running for Congress. I'm like, this guy used to fight Mayweather and not worry about running for Congress in the Philippines.
Well, yeah, Pacquiao. And I don't know. Listen, here's how you know your country doesn't have a lot going for it. When everything is about Manny Pacquiao. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just imagine this. What if Ray Boom Boom Mancini went to the Philippines to fight? And then all the United States was about. Oh, man, did you see Boom Boom Mancini? The United States would close down when he would fight, and then we'd come back here, he'd run for president, and everything would be, it'd be Ray Boom Boom Mancini mania. Can you get a fucking life as a country, right?
I agree,
That's
man.
all you fucking got is this illiterate guy who won't give up blood, who happens to smash other guys in the head better than other people? And that's all you have is the Philippines? Everyone does that thing all the time where they're like, oh, they are so proud of their native son. They think the world of him. When he comes home to a hero's parade. He's going to run for Congress in the Philippines and win handily. Really? You want some guy with brain damage running your country? Why don't you get your shit together? They got this and sex tours. That's all they have over there. Get your shit together, Philippines. Jesus Christ. I mean, again, it's fine to be proud of your countrymen, but that's it? That's all you got?
That's all they got.
All right.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Aaron. Jesus Christ. It really pisses me off when I'm trying to put him on hold. It pisses me off when other countries just do that whole thing. There's one guy. He's 5'6". He's 147 pounds, and he's good at punching other guys in the head. And you're going to build your entire country around this guy? What happens when he loses? What happens when Floyd Mayweather beats him? Then what? The whole country goes into depression? Jesus, you got nothing going.
They talk about it in the barber shop.
Yeah, we got nothing.
When he was around.
That's the beauty of this country. We got way too much shit going on in this country. There's so many different things going on that you couldn't possibly just build your entire existence around LeBron James or Tiger Woods or whoever. You can go like, all right, that guy's cool. He's a good golfer. And then you move on. Hey, Academy Awards is on. Let's watch that. But it doesn't star LeBron James. It's like the Philippines, that's it. That's all they got, I guess.
Well, I guess you hang on to it then. I mean, we get bored.
No, I say let it go and get a life.